Psychosocial dislocation.
According to Verywell Mind, recap, displacement involves redirecting unwanted feelings onto something else that is less threatening. Unfortunately, this can sometimes involve directing negative feelings toward friends, family, or others.
Politics, wars, religion, chaos, corruption, and confusion. Things that are happening within the social milieu. The human tendency. I've said that there's 3 illnesses, possibly 4, if you deal with something that is being fratricide. 1, mental suicide. The other is emotional homicide. And the other is spiritual genocide. It's a dangerous thing when the human has not been fully emotionally developed, because he or she is unable to manage his or her emotions. In the field of addiction, it says the key to sobriety is being able to manage your emotions. The human tendencies of the emotion would tend to vacillate up and down. It can be too logical and less emotional, too emotional and less logical. So the key to life is balance. Deal with education. I don't know if it's compulsory or what. Is it so that in the field of education, the focus is so much on intellectual stimulation rather than society or social, physical, and emotional development? If that's the case, we see that there is a psychosocial dislocation. We see it in conflict, wars, politics, religion. Brick and mortar. It is said that I must be about my Father's business. Father is something that is to be honored. But before you have honor, you must first have humility. Business is perpetual. It says the first law of the universe is motion, yet before there's motion, there's sound. Sound mind, sound in your emotions. thinking, your clarity. If you're not sound, you become incoherent, and the person is incoherent. Takes on a form of being not cognitive or clear, and he or she is unable to reason, and a person is unable to reason, he or she is mentally incapacitated. That's associated with the three illnesses: mental suicide, emotional homicide, and spiritual genocide, cutting through the life force. Someone says, I think with Marcus Garvey, the greatest force that we have is success. But what type of success? That we are surrounding ourselves with, and that which we proclaim and identify with being successful or success. I don't know. But the only thing I do know that just by me being on this plane of existence biologically is success, because it wasn't guaranteed that I would have made it coming into this plane of existence. So build on that success. Back to the brick and mortar in association with the psychosocial dislocation. There is buildings that are vertically going up, and that's being spread abroad. People are supplied with opportunities to provide for their families. Is it important to build buildings for businesses, or to help people, to build people when it comes to their emotional maturity, emotional development? Maybe the solution is psychosocial integration. That's which one becomes very whole. It is associated with, I call it a holistic approach. Primarily comes through the mind, the body, the soul, the whole you, the spirit of who you are, in that connection of who you are. That we all be celebrated. Sly and the Family Stone said everybody is a star. I think 97 or 98% or whatever the human body. Stardust. I've learned that people want attention, but they want the wrong type of attention. People probably need doctor attention. The brick and mortar, if you have such a place as brick and mortar, it should make the people whole. Money, material success, notoriety, those things don't make you whole. Those things don't get in touch with the nature, the essence of who you are. Dr. Francis West Wilson said, if people don't respect themselves, they won't protect themselves. So it seems as though that war, politics, religion, anything that is free of corrupt chaos, turmoil, and confusion, they have lost respect for humanity. That they have been psychosocially dislocated. And they have not been fully developed emotionally. I often said that social stress leads to mental pain, and mental pain leads to physical harm. So it is the social development. It is the social connections. And social connection does not equate that you are well. Based upon those whom you have considered to have been considered to be success, and you rub elbows with them based upon their material success and the reputation that they have, but yet you overlook the character. Who's behind the scenes calling these shots? That you build buildings and overlook the emotional underdevelopment of the humans, of humanity. Starts off at the youth. The educational system. It pays more attention to intellectual stimulation. Intellectual stimulation, it just satisfies. It's a satisfaction. It's an intellectual satisfaction. Yet you're emotionally and mentally possibly disturbed. And maybe I'm confusing the two. We live life there. If there is no gray area, if there is no medium ground, but I believe in the sky, or I see in the sky, we use it, there is gray in the sky. It's trying to make sense of this inappropriate behavior when it comes to chaos, corruption, confusion, politics, religion. We, as humans, would say that we have always been on this path toward destruction. Because there has not been a model that one can have identified with. So we look for something outside of ourselves because we cannot identify with being the model. That brings forth and brings out the best of our humanity, not the worst. The best of our humanity, and all can agree with this. You treat people how you want to be treated. And everyone knows about the word, the Kamitic word. You reap what you sow. Be careful what you put out. You may not like how it comes back. There is a song that comes to mind. The idle mind is a playground for the devil. Idle, which means idling, not going anywhere. And I use it in another form, in another way. So in the brick and mortar that some may have, build up people holistically, mind, body, soul, and spirit, if I may use that language. And understand that we have to get to a point in life that we must become mature in our emotion, in our emotional development. And be able to manage our emotion. Man of age, manage. Potential that have aged. Potential to do, the power to be, and our true purpose is to reach our full potential. That is not to reflect callousness or carelessness. That is to move from sympathy and empathy, one for another. If we don't do this, we become apathetic. Until next time, talk to you.